IVM.
Hey everybody, quick request once again, if you could help us out by filling out our survey. It's at ivmpodcast.com/survey. This really helps us talk to advertisers about the kinds of people listening to these shows. Really do appreciate your help, and we're going to be doing a random drawing, and we'll be sending out some IVM swag. Hope you enjoy that.
Hello and welcome to the Habit Coach Podcast, the bite-sized podcast filled with quick and easy actionable habits. Remember, great habits create that awesome life. I am Ashdin Doctor, your habit coach. And today's fun fact of the day has to do with cortisol. Did you know that 30 minutes after waking up, there's about a 50% increase in cortisol? This increase in cortisol is noted in 77% of healthy adults. And cortisol is known as the stress hormone. It's the hormone that keeps the body going through long durations of stress. It is the predominant stress hormone in today's lifestyle. However, it plays many different roles in the body. Not much is known about how we wake up and the way in which we do that. There are different proteins and enzymes that play here. For most of us, it's the sound of the alarm clock that wakes us up. And unfortunately, that is one of the worst ways of being woken up. Actually, having someone pour ice cold water on you is the worst way of being woken up. I changed that, and I say this from experience. Anyway, today's podcast is not about how we wake up. Instead, I want to talk about what we think about when we wake up. You see, our first thoughts are so important. We often do not realize what they are. Like if I ask you, would you remember what you were thinking about when you woke up? In fact, it's a good technique to use. For the next 7 days, keep a track of your first thoughts. This gives you a tiny peek into your mind and the predominant thoughts that are running around. For most of us, the thoughts immediately jump to all the things that need to be done, the tasks that need to be finished, things that you could not complete yesterday. All the unfinished business from the day before comes flooding in. And then you suddenly remember what the person had said to you and how you felt bad about it. Before you know it, you're feeling so overwhelmed, you just want to go back to sleep. At least that was more peaceful than this. It is this cascade of thoughts that wreaks havoc in our mornings. Not all of us will have so many thoughts every morning. However, they do increase when we have something important happening in our life as an event. As your habit coach, I want you to realize that your habits aren't only the actions that you take every day. Your habits also consist of the thoughts that you create. If you wake up in the morning and the first thing you think about is, life sucks, then that is your reality. That is what you're going to be creating for yourself. Our thoughts govern our day. These are the thoughts that will make you feel fulfilled. These are the thoughts that push you to do things. If you wake up with thoughts about how bad your life is, then that is what the rest of your day is going to be like. Instead, I want you to create a thought that you will plant each morning. This is a thought that is designed to put you in the right frame of mind for the rest of your day. When I was coming out of my lowest phase in life, when life really sucked, I would wake up in the morning and force myself to say, today is going to be a great day. Whether I believed it or not, I would say, today is going to be a great day. It was initially forced. However, after about 5 days to a week of doing this, something amazing happened. As soon as I said, today is going to be a great day, my mind would race to all the good things that could happen today. A new client meeting, a piece of brownie that was left in the refrigerator, a birthday party in the evening. This forced thought had literally changed the way in which I was approaching my day. It gave me a different outlook on the day, and I still use it even now. So your simple habit to change your day and make it more positive starts by catching your first thought of the day. Is it good, bad, happy, sad, anxious? Then I want you to plant the seed of a good thought, like today is going to be a great day, or anything else that puts you in a positive frame of mind. This will feel forced and may even feel like a lie on most days. Just push through. Do it mechanically. You will see a dramatic change. It will work on your subconscious and you will start imagining a great day.
So start these habits and share with us your progress using the hashtag #TheHabitCoach. If you like this podcast, don't forget to check out other interesting podcasts on the IVM network. You can listen to us on the IVM Podcast app or ivmpodcast.com. You can also follow us on social media. We are at IVM Podcasts on Twitter and Instagram. If you want to reach out to me, I am Ashdin Doc on Twitter and Instagram. You can find lots more information on my website, awesome180.com, or check out different content on my YouTube channel called AWESOME180. That's Awesome 180.
I hope you enjoyed that show. If you aren't following us on social media, please do. We're IVM Podcasts on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. Once again, just a quick reminder, please do help us out by filling out our survey. It's at ivmpodcast.com/survey. It really does help us figure out who's listening and, what are the characteristics that we can go and push to advertisers. That is massively helpful to us. Please, please, please do help out with that. So, on the network this week, let me start with a quick milestone. It's the 100th episode of Begin the Journey with Ashish Vidyarthi. Congratulations to Ashish and the team. Great show. If you're not listening to it, he talks to you about just how to approach life. It's just very, very cool stuff. Do check this out. Want to mention the note with Maruk Inayat. She talks about why petrol prices are so high. On the Wire Talk, Siddharth speaks with Harsh Mandar. On Advertising is Dead, Varun speaks to Kabir Biswas, the founder of Dunzo. They have a really interesting conversation about, what's the future of Dunzo and what they're thinking about. On the Traveling Professor's Diaries, check out Siddharth talk about the performance paradox. I found it really fascinating and interesting. I think that you guys will really get something out of listening to that. Please do give that a listen. And finally, let me mention Zindagi Diaries. It's Ragini Kumar's poetry podcast. The first week when it came out, we put out 5 poems first week. We put out another 5 poems this week, and the response has been phenomenal. Do check it out. It's in Hindi. It's a poetry podcast. Something a little different. Do give it a shot and let us know what you think. And with that, I hope to see you again next week.
Do you wonder what goes inside the mind of an achiever? How do they manage to get back up on their feet in spite of their failures? Do they really do something different? You're absolutely right. Yes, they do. I'm Aditi Surana. Join me every Wednesday and Friday on my show Absolutely Right, where I use my special tool of handwriting analysis, also known as graphology, to interview high performers and study secrets behind their success and personality. You can catch us on the IVM Podcast app, website, or wherever you get your podcast from.